Mounce, BBG, chapter 33, sentence 4 has all these etas in it. So, you might want to say whether every time you run across it, but you don't really want to do that. You want to go ahead and translate the first one as whether, but the idea is whether you do this or this or this, the following etas you're going to simply translate as or, simply because it's the way we would do it in English. But bottom line is you got a post-positive un. You have all these present active, typical, second plural. You see the tau epsilons at the end of each one, so second plural endings, hopefully from verbs that you recognize as theo and pino and poieo. So those are fair. The first phrase is pretty easy. So, therefore, whether you all eat or drink or, this one is something, anything you do, and in the context, you're going to say something like whatever, but this is like anything or something, right? So, but again, the way we would say that in the context of a sentence like this is to translate this as something like whatever. But it'd be perfectly fine to say anything, and that's probably closer to this if you can get it to sound good in English. All right. And then you've got this panta, which hopefully you recognize as a neuter plural, and you're going to say, well, that's either nominative or accusative. But then when you look for the main verb, you got this second plural again. So, having a second plural again tells you this has got to be accusative. So this is going to be your direct object. And then you probably, knowing that this is your direct object because it won't line up with the verb as a subject, tells you probably should just go down to the verb. There's no other obvious subject. So then you say it's either y'all do or simply do. And, in other words, whether it's an imperative or indicative is going to look the same in Greek. And in this case, what's he trying to tell them? It's like, whatever you do it. So here you're going to make a choice for the imperative, because he is telling them, like, this is what you're supposed to do this. So here you got a second plural present active imperative. Okay, so what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to do all things to the glory of God, right? So one more time, therefore, whatever you eat or drink or anything you do all things to the glory of God.